Hey, this is Shane Moran, co-founder and global master distributor with Organo, and welcome to the training dedicated to show you how the Organo compensation plan works, step by step. Okay, so we're going to take you through step by step, and first of all, there's 7 ways to get paid, and by the end of this presentation, I'm going to show you also how you can qualify to own your own dream car. And you can get this done in as little as 90 days. So start dreaming big, and I'm going to take you by the hand here, take you through the 7 ways to get paid, and very, very simple. But most people are normally only used to getting paid one way, and that is you go to work, you have a job. If you show up, you get paid. If you don't show up, you don't get paid. But in Organo, there are actually 7 different ways to get paid. And here's an important note that I want to bring up here on 2 important points. Number 1, just before we get started on the comp plan, this particular compensation plan is designed in a way that the first way to get paid is the first way to get paid. And the second way to get paid is the second way to get paid, and so on. So we put them in order. Okay, we've done this on purpose. We put the plan in order so it's easier to figure out. So if you can't get paid, if you don't know how to get paid the first way, forget about the second way and the third and the fourth and the fifth, right? If you can't get paid the second way, and if you can't figure out the second way, don't worry about the third, the fourth, the fifth, and so on and so forth, okay? So as we go through the training, as we go through this segment with you, make sure you understand that the first way is the first way. So I would really want to understand the first, the second, the third way. You get 1, 2, 3 down, by the way. If you can get 1, 2, 3 down, 4, 5, 6, 7 happen automatically, okay? So let's keep it simple and take it from there. So the first note that I wanted to make is that, although there are 7 ways, we kind of put them in an order. The first way is the first way. The second thing that's important is that each way that we get paid at Organo and that you get paid in Organo is in addition to the previous way. It's not instead of. So each additional way to get paid in Organo, in our compensation plan, is in addition to the previous and never instead of. So there's a lot of compensation plans that say, okay, we got 7 or 8 ways, but if you get paid this way, you're not going to get paid that way, and there's all kinds of confusion. No. In Organo, if you get paid the first way, plus you get paid the second way, plus you get paid the third way, plus you get paid the fourth and the fifth and the sixth and the seventh, okay? And hope that makes sense. So if you're ready to go, grab your pen and a piece of paper. Maybe you have your favorite beverage, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, and mocha. And let's get started with the first way. The first way is called retail sales. Okay? Retail sales. And you can earn a minimum of 50% retail and maybe more. As an Organo independent distributor, you can sell products to customers, to friends, to family, to customers, to people you meet, through your personalized replicating website. You can also sell it by the cup, by the box, by the case. And so the bottom line, and there's many, many ways to do it. You could do it at your OG mixers. You can have special events. Okay, so you can fill out a special form and do a special event. For example, in your city, maybe you have a house show, a boat show, a car show, a health show, any kind of show where you can set up a table, boil some water, and you can start introducing the coffee, and you can start retailing it right there as well. Okay, so these are some ideas. You can do it person to person. You can do it at schools if they want to raise money for their different projects that are happening at school, or for sports associations. You can go to the best place if you want to retail. One of the best places is you go where people know, like, and trust each other. For example, the salons that the women attend and the spas that people, maybe gyms and health centers that people know each other, they like each other, they trust each other, and they basically introduce their friends to coffee and tea that makes them feel good. So here's the bottom line, something that you want to remember and something that you want to write down. When we're talking about daily retail sales, you see, retail sales is something that can happen every day, 365 days a year, every single day of the week. There's no exception. You could be retailing coffee. There's always people wanting to buy coffee. But here's the key. The formula is very simple. You buy wholesale, okay, as an authorized Organo distributor, you're buying wholesale, and you sell it retail, and you keep all the profits. Okay? That makes sense? So you buy wholesale, you sell retail, and you keep all the profits. So that's the first way. Daily retail sales, very simple, nothing complicated here. You can retail by the cup, by the box, by the case, by the truckload, okay? So you could, I hope you take it from there, very, very simple. The next is, so we talked about the customers, so that's how you're acquiring your customers, but the next is what happens when you introduce someone that wants to get involved in the business, okay? And you can make money every single week, so we'll calculate your retail sales every day, but your fast track bonuses are calculated every single week, and you can earn a fast track bonus every time you personally sponsor a distributor who starts their Organo business by building their own customer base. And what they do is they purchase a promotional sales pack, and you get a fast track bonus. Okay, very, very simple. So during the week, how many new distributors that you sponsor, depending on the pack that they choose, you can earn up to $130 on each sale of a promotional pack. Okay? Very simple, nothing complicated. So if you sign up one new distributor this week, you'll get a fast start bonus based on the promotional pack that they purchased to launch their business. Okay? If you sign up 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, there's no limits. You can sign up as many as you want. Every new distributor who purchases a promotional pack to launch their business, to go get their customers, you will earn a fast track bonus. Very simple again. And it could be up to $130. Okay? So that's that. Let's go to the power of the dual team in the third way that you can generate income. And this is a diagram here I want you to take a look at. We'll try to keep it very simple. A lot of distributors, especially brand new distributors, they get a little confused here, but I want to really break it down to show you the concept first and the power of the dual team. That's you at the very, very top. And let's say you sponsored the Susie or the Susan here, the girl on the left, and then Tom on the right, okay? This is how you activate your dual team. If you are activated, meaning that your distributorship is qualified, meaning that you're purchasing and you're building your business, and Susan here these are business builders. These are not customers. The customers don't go into your dual team. This is Susan here on the left that says she wants to build a business. She buys a pack and she's active. And Tom here is active on the right. Once you have this particular structure, okay, you plus one on the left, one on the right, you are now qualified. You are now qualified to start participating in the dual team bonus. If you don't have this minimum structure, you are not qualified, so you don't have to worry about the dual team if you are not qualified, you see? So, because it doesn't come. If you don't have at least one person active on the right and one person active on the left that you personally sponsored, then you're not qualified. So I want to show you that. And you want to replicate this structure to harness the power of the dual team. For example, let's say that during a month's time, okay, you think it's possible to find 2 people anywhere in the 53 countries that we're operating in, just 2 people that drink coffee and want to earn extra income by telling their friends about the coffee? Probably you'd be able to do 2. But let's say you just sponsored 2 and then you stopped and then you started teaching Susan on the left here how to go get her 2, just like you did in her first 30 days, and how to and you showed Tom how to get 2 just like you did, but you stopped. Okay, you got your 2 and you stopped, you started teaching them how to get. But this hypothetical example shows you the power. Now, there's no limits. You can have 20 on the right and 20 on the left, or if you can personally sponsor 50 on the right, and there's no limits. Organo is not going to limit you, but I'm just using a hypothetical example that if you can sponsor 2 and you can start teaching others, just go get your 2. Look at this. In the first month, you've got 2 members, one on the right, one on the left. On the second month, you show Susan and Tom here how to go get their 2. Now you have a total of 4. The third month, you keep duplicating. On the third month, you've got 8. And the fourth month, you've got 16. But watch what happens. By the time that you've completed your first year, you've got 4,096 people in your coffee distributorship business. And these are business builders or people that want to earn income. And that's assuming they only minimum sponsored 2. Okay, but again, I told you there's no limits to how many people you can sponsor, but it shows you the power. For example, 4,096 people times, let's say, the minimum of 50 CV, commissionable volume, and that's 204,800 CV, and at 20%, you can do the math on this. It's very, very powerful. So again, the dual team basically works like this. You put one on the right and one on the left, okay? Training over. No limits on how many you can put on the right, no limits on how many you can put on the left. And you can earn up to 20%. Okay, let me show you that. So depending on your rank, so everything is ranked, we're still on the dual team bonus, but everything is based on your rank. For example, if you're a marketing associate just getting started and you just purchased a distributor kit, you can earn up to $500 maximum per week and up to 10%, okay? But as you rank advance, as you start sponsoring, as you start building your business, or maybe you purchased a special pack, you can earn higher amounts of commission, and you can earn more, you're qualified to earn more money per week. The higher the rank, the more income you're eligible to earn per week in the dual team. So for example, we have different ranks like marketing associate and supervisors. You can see what happens here. Consultants, they earn a little bit more. As a qualified consultant, you can earn 15% and a maximum of $1,500 per week. But as a VIP consultant is the same. Platinum consultant, you're at the same level, up to 15% and up to $1,500 per week. But watch what happens. If you are gold pack qualified, you can earn 20% up to $2,500 per week. Once you become a sapphire, you can earn up to 20% and $5,000 a week. Rubies can earn up to $10,000. Emeralds can earn up to $15,000. And diamonds can earn up to $20,000, not per month or per year, per week, just in the dual team bonus structure. And so, again, let me take you through the next. So these are the qualifications, for example, as you rank advance through the qualifications, you have the potential in the dual team to earn more money, okay? So here you are, this is you, and for example, Susan's on the left, Tom's on the right. You can start earning your bonuses really with a minimum of 2 people, 1 on each side that you personally sponsored, but there's no maximums. This is very, very important that you understand. Now, Organo will pay out 50%, okay, up to 50% of every dollar that comes in through the dual team. Organo will pay up to 50% back to the distributors, okay? So it's a 50-50. So Organo takes the money, and with their 50%, they're going to put the infrastructure in place and make sure we have enough product and make sure we're doing more product development and expanding in different countries and so on and so forth, all of those things. But 50% of that goes right back to the distributors. Pretty cool. And so that's the dual team. Keep it simple. Don't complicate this. Let's go to the next slide. So the dual team is weekly. We calculate the new business coming in through the dual team every single week. Now, from this point forward, we're going to be talking about your monthly bonuses. So we already talked about retail is daily, fast start, and also the dual team is your weekly method of payment. But then now, as we go to 4, 5, 6, and also 7, or 7 is a different one, but 4, 5, and 6 is your monthly income. So let's start off here by talking about the unilevel, and this is really the heart of your income. You earn unilevel commissions from product reorders that are generated in your organizations up to 9 levels deep, which means that you sponsor someone who sponsors someone who sponsors someone who sponsors someone who sponsors someone up to 9 levels. This is absolutely incredible, and this is all on the repeat business. So for the first part, it's kind of like the new business coming in, but for the unilevel, that's your repeat month after month after month. Every time they drink the coffee, every time they reorder the coffee, you're getting paid. That's where the income is generated. And so on the first 3 levels, for example, you sponsor someone who sponsors someone who sponsors someone, you're earning 5% every time that person, any person on your first 3 levels places an order after their first order. Okay, so they place their first order, then they repeat by. Okay, so everybody on your front level that you personally sponsored, you're making 5% over and over and over. And anybody that they sponsor, you're also earning 5% over and over month after month. So that's kind of the unilevel, very simple, but it gives you an idea of how the compensation plan works and how powerful the compensation plan is. The 5th way to get paid is what's called a unilevel matching bonus. And the unilevel matching bonus is really designed to encourage the sponsor, which is you, when you sponsor someone, that we want you to sponsor and we want you to mentor and we want you to develop your distributors deep into your organization. Well, what does that mean? It means that when you personally sponsor someone, you have a vested interest in making sure they know the 4 questions, and making sure that they know the 4 steps, and making sure that they know how the compensation plan works, and making sure that they know how to get started, okay? And so to compensate you, Organo says whatever that person that you sponsored earns on their unilevel, which I just talked about in level 4. Okay, the fourth way is the unilevel, whatever they earn. If you personally sponsor them, Organo will pay you 20% on their unilevel bonus. So they keep 100% of their unilevel bonus, but Organo sends you an extra bonus called the unilevel matching bonus of 20% on every single person that you personally sponsor, and there's no limits on how many people you sponsor. Again, the purpose of the unilevel matching bonus is to make sure when you sponsor a brand new baby distributor that you work with them and you teach them and you give them the best knowledge that you have to make sure that they have a successful career. And the more money that they make in their unilevel bonuses, the more matches that you'll make. So Organo will actually pay 20% on your first line, and depending on your rank, you can earn another 10% on their first level, and you can earn another 10% on their first level, and so on, down to 4 levels, based on your rank again. So very, very exciting bonuses, but again, when you get started with Organo, make sure that you're teaching your brand new distributors, how to launch and how to build their business, or point them to training such as this to help them, learn about the compensation plan and learn about the systems. Number 6 is a generational leadership bonus, and really a generation basically begins when a qualified sapphire. So this is leadership bonuses. Now, not everyone is going to receive a leadership bonus because you've got to be a qualified sapphire to even, get into the generational pool. So what that means is that number 6 starts with a qualified sapphire. So if you're not a qualified sapphire, you don't have to worry about generational bonuses because they don't come to distributors that are not qualified. So you could be a sapphire and then not qualify the next month, and that bonus will not come. Okay, so that's part of the program and how it works. Is that we want to encourage leadership, and so again, a generation begins with a qualified sapphire or higher. So it could be a sapphire, ruby, emerald, or diamond that's found in any leg of your organization, and it ends, but it does not include the next qualified sapphire or higher. And so it's a very, very powerful bonus for those that are really good leaders that can really develop leadership. And so that gives you an idea about the power of the generational leadership bonuses for those that are interested in developing their leadership and really building a large leadership organization. And finally, the 7th way to get paid is what's called our global bonus pool. And again, the global bonus pool only applies to qualified Ruby distributors or higher. Okay, so again, you don't have to worry about number 7 if you are not yet a Ruby or a qualified Ruby. But once you become a qualified Ruby, we're going to throw in another bonus that's absolutely incredible. 3% of Organo's worldwide unilevel CV, which is the commissionable volume, 3% of everything that happens all over the world in 53 countries is put together in a pool, and we share it with the Ruby, qualified Rubies, and above. Okay, this global pool pays in direct proportion to one's sales contributions to the total unilevel CV. What does it mean? It means as you qualify Ruby, the stronger your structure is, the stronger and wider your structure is, the more of that 3% that you can gain. Okay, so there is such a thing as a weak Ruby, which means they just barely qualified. So maybe in the beginning, someone just barely qualifies. And someone who's very strong as Ruby means their structure is very, very strong. They've gone wide and they've gone deep into their organization. They're really demonstrating their leadership abilities. Although the rank is the same, the Ruby rank is the same, the Ruby with a stronger structure is going to take more of that bonus pool. They're going to qualify for more of that global pool than a weak Ruby, which maybe weak meaning they just barely made it to Ruby, and hope you get the idea. So it's basically paid on performance. So the bigger, the stronger, and your structure is, the more that you can earn on that global bonus pool. So that's the 7 ways. Remember what I said in the beginning. The first way is the first way. Let's retail some product, and then you focus on your fast track bonuses, which is when you're bringing on new distributors and they choose whatever pack that they choose, you'll get a bonus. And then the dual team, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right. Then your unilevels, then your unilevel matching bonuses, then your leadership, and then your global bonus pool. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now, here's for the fun part. I promised you that I'm going to show you the Organo Luxury automobile, the dream car that you can drive. So here's how it works. When you qualify 2 consecutive months as a sapphire or ruby or emerald or diamond, okay, you now enter in what's called the dream car program. And so let me explain what it is. So you receive your monthly bonus. It's an extra bonus. So really we say we get paid 7 ways, but this is kind of like an 8th way to get paid, but we just call it a bonus, okay? What does it mean? It means if you're a qualified sapphire for 2 consecutive months, now you can go into the pool, and every month that you qualify sapphire, you'll earn $400 every single month to go towards the payment of your new dream car, okay? If you're a ruby, qualified for 2 months, now you can enter into the Ruby Dream Car program. Organo will pay up to $600 for your dream car. And then emeralds earn $800, and finally diamonds earn $1,000 per month, okay? You can drive a pretty nice car for $1,000 extra a month on a lease or whatever you want to do. So the black diamonds and above, by the way, that's another elite kind of leadership rank. They can earn $3,000 per month towards the purchase or lease of their approved elite vehicle. And so with that, that's basically the compensation plan. Keep it simple. There's nothing complicated here. Remember, it's easy, it's simple, it's coffee. There's a lot more information in your back office if you want to go through the nitty-gritties of the comp plan, but keep it simple. Again, we've designed this comp plan so that everyone can win at all levels. With that, I look forward to seeing you on the next training. Bye for now.